Yes, actually, this question is very good question. For the checking of the bunching shear, we can check this through the program by knowing the ratio between the actual value of the column reaction and the allowable value of the bunching shear force. So the bunching shear force actual over the bunching shear force allowable will give us an indication to know is it safe or not. And we can do this through the program by checking, the icon for bunching shear design. And if our check is not safe, which means over 1. So if you have a ratio less than 1, it will be okay. If your ratio will be higher than 1, here I'm talking about V actual over V allowable. So the actual, when is exceeding the allowable, you will have a problem in your slab and you need to take an action. The first action you can take is to increase the slab thickness. The second action you can take is to use drop panel. The third action you can take is to add shear reinforcement, and we have many forms of shear reinforcement, like shear studs, stirrups, and stud rail, and many types. We have like C-shape stirrup, we have U-shape stirrup, many forms we can use in terms of making our check safe. So if the concrete will not be able to carry the shear force, we need to assist the concrete by adding a kind of shear reinforcement or increasing the slab thickness. Yes, actually, this is very good question. We learned in order to use any software, we need to calibrate this software by doing manual calculations and compare it with the software calculations in order to know if the program is working properly and giving us a very good results or not. And this is a mandatory step for the designer, for the structural engineer. It is the responsibility of the engineer who is designing, and using this kind of software, is to calibrate and check the input data of this program. Maybe you can do this by having, a simple slab and putting it, calculating, the results manually and get the output data from the program and compare them together to see where is the differences and what are the factors affecting your results. Yeah, actually, the CSI SAFE program can be used for foundations. If you have a bunch of isolated slabs, if you have a raft, if you have post-tension slabs, any kind of slabs you have, any kind of slabs, if you are going to design waffle slab, you can use CSI software. If you would like to design one-way slabs, design any kind of slabs, paneled beams, any kind of slabs, you can use CSI. And actually, this program is very good in slabs and foundations. I highly recommended this program to any engineers working in design of slabs and foundations. It's mainly for slabs and the foundations we are using CSI SAFE, but for walls, if we are talking about a high-rise building and we have shear walls, so this kind of walls are going to carry, to contribute in the resisting of seismic loading on our structure. So we need to use another program which is from the same family of CSI. It's called CSI ETAPS software. We can use CSI ETAPS.